Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening, guys. Okay, good evening, everybody. Okay, just give a minute. We'll be getting started. Okay, so today's session is really going to be very valuable, and yeah, it's really going to make you think. Okay, make you think, really question down to what you know, what you believe, and how your perspective of life should be. Okay, so I would sincerely say ki don't try to accept or reject anything that we are going to discuss today. I want you to first of all listen through it, okay, process it in the mind. Don't make judgments, don't try to draw conclusions straight away. Okay, process it, you think, you analyze, and then you decide for yourself. Because whatever we discuss today, you cannot if you don't understand it properly, you will struggle somewhere in your life. Okay, so we don't want you guys to get into that loop. Okay, fine, and that's what I'm here to share and help you guys to the best that I can. But eventually, yes, you need to help yourself. Okay, that's what life is about. Okay, एक second, we will be going through. Okay, just a minute, so we'll go. Okay, so and if you can take some running notes about it, it's going to be good, guys. Okay, so yes, you can arrange your pen and a paper, and yeah, we will be getting started. Okay, guys. So good evening, everybody. It's time that we knock it off. So we are into our day, what, Thursday today. Okay, so day 4. All the techniques as part of career building. And one important thing you need to realize ki those who become successful in their careers and the great personalities of the world, they don't try to just focus on one aspect of their life. Those who are really successful, they are successful in every aspect of life. Okay, so that's what you need to try to achieve. So when we focus on career transformation, you need to understand it is one part of who you are as a person. Okay, and one technique for success is if you fix who you are, how you think, how you behave, how you respond, you will be able to be successful at whatever you do. So you need to understand the main game is what you become and how you evolve. Rest everything that you do in your life is going to be a subset of that. Your career, personal life, health, whatever it is all the result of who you are. And if you start focusing on that, if you start focusing on your growth, your mindset, your attitude, you will realize that everything else will become very successful and possible. But if you try to focus कि नहीं, only I want to now focus on this aspect, that aspect, it is going to be a very painful journey because you have to do 1,000 things in your life and you will try to master all the 1,000 things. But eventually it all comes down to If your core principles of your life are right, then you will be able to perform, let's say not thousand, but like millions of things as well. So that's the easy way and right way of working to self-realize who you are, how you think, how you react, how you respond, what are the core principles of your life. And if you do that, rest of the things will become very easy. Okay, this is what it is. And as part of today's session, the topic is building the right corporate mindset. Okay, but in true sense, I would say it is about building the right mindset and attitude towards your full life. It doesn't matter which industry you are in, it doesn't matter what you do in your day-to-day basis of life, whether you are focusing on career or anything else. Today's topic, the things that we are going to discuss, it will be complete mindset makeover related, which will help you to master any aspect of your life. Okay, this is how. So I want you all to stay focused, listen. Okay, while we were logging in, so somebody ka kisi ka camera by default it was on, and that guy was like actually sleeping. Don't do that, because the mind works differently. When you sleep, you become lazy. Even if you listen, nothing will go inside. You need to understand there is a difference. Why successful people are successful? They are focused, they are attentive, they grasp, they think, they analyze, and then they get results. They don't just sit like, okay, what's happening? They consume, process a lot of things. So chalo, let's get started then for today's day. Okay, now they go one by one. We are going to touch some very interesting topics. While I was trying to study the successful people, I worked with some really brilliant people in the industry. Okay, the CTOs, the CEOs, the architects. I got to a chance to work with some very brilliant guys in the industry, and on like personal level, working with them. Second, like working very closely with our Natras sir. Okay, so knowing his personality, knowing the corporate level big people, okay, how they are and how they behave, and then knowing so many people on social media, okay, by how great people think and believe and act. Okay, and as part of today's topic, I'm going to touch around 4 to 5 crucial areas which I felt this is what difference they do, and I have tried to apply most of them into my lives, and it is still a journey. I'm trying to work on that, improve on that. Okay, so chalo, one by one, let's get started with all of these pointers. Okay, first of all, to start with, okay, you need to understand the concept of time. Okay, and this is the only thing which matters for success and failure. If you know how to deal with your time, master your time, everything else will be sorted. Okay, so first topic is you need to know the importance and significance of this time aspect. Now, ek karke, be along with me, listen through it, consume what exactly we are trying to do. Okay, everything, well, like deep analysis, be with the journey with my thought process. Okay, what happens is our mind actually stores snapshots of memories, images. Okay, whatever incident you do in your life, that is stored as a memory in your mind. Next, you do something else, that is stored as a memory. Next, you do something else, that is stored as a memory. Okay, and the thing is, psychologically, it is said in 95% of your thoughts which repeat in the mind is the same thoughts which you thought yesterday. Nothing but your life, on an average, you're thinking the same, you're doing similar activities. Okay, and eventually that is what is stored in your mind. Now, understand this. Whenever you do some activity, that record as a memory is stored in your mind. Now, let's start thinking. Let's say an average person from today morning till right now, if has not done anything special or remarkable or learning or growing, mind has not registered any special moment. Okay, there is no memory, there is nothing stored. It is just time passed. You just lived your 24 hours without recording anything significant in your mind. Maybe you just followed the same routine. In the morning you were the same person, right now you are the same person. There is no curve growing in your life. Memory not imprinted. Now what happens? You multiply this with multiple days. what will happen is, let's say over 1 week of time, if these new experiences are not coming in your mind, you will feel like, "Arey, time is passing so quickly. Now it was the week start, now it is the weekend," and you feel like nothing is happening in your life. Understand? Time is always there. It is ticking at the same pace for everyone. Some people will realize your time has passed so quickly. 1 year has passed, 1 decade has passed. People will be, "Arey, right now it was like 2021. Now we are into 2022. This is finishing." Nothing but they are not having much strong memories to remember in their mind. And time is just passing by. Okay. I want to show you a different way of living, which I realized actually many years ago. Okay. What happened is, I'll tell you, even I keep feeling and experiencing this on a day-to-day basis. I stay so much involved in my life from morning till evening, learning new things, talking to people, having new experiences. I consume so much of thoughts and memories on a daily basis. Sometimes I maybe some of you might have experienced this. Sometimes what happens is, even if something happened yesterday in my life, I'm not able to recollect it happened yesterday. Okay, just try to understand what I'm saying. I expose my brain to so much learning new things and new experiences. Even if something happened yesterday, from yesterday till today, lot of new memories will be loaded in my mind, and I will feel that the same 24 hours I have lived more. Sometimes it feels like even a yesterday thing, it feels like, oh, maybe few days ago or weeks ago we discussed that. That's how a human brain works. Time is a notion which might be ticking at the same place, but it defines how you experience your life. If you are not creating any memories, new knowledge, new growth, basically you will just pass your time without experiencing growth. But if you realize one day you have, and you make the best possible usage of this one day by learning and feeding new thoughts to the mind, you will realize the same 80 years that you live on the planet, you would have actually felt like you lived like 150 years. Why? Because so many thoughts were there, your mind actually exploded with ideas and everything. So understand, this is how great successful people get success out of their life. This is how people in corporate become highly successful, by engaging their mind and time fully. If you want to succeed, you need to take up things so much drastically on every single day basis, so that the mind evolves day by day, hour by hour in your life. That's what, guys, we said. We want to build a system which is going to put all of us in the top 20% people of the world. And let me tell you, those people don't waste time, and they don't just pass time. They utilize every single moment of their life. And how it is possible is lot of knowledge consumption on a daily basis. Okay. Now it is all up to you how you want to do that. But remember this forever. If you don't keep learning new things, you will just live the time. You will not actually experience it. And you will never be able to utilize maximum out of your life, because you just wasted your time. So understand, very important thing. Many people, what they do is, they just pass their entire 1 year without growing, without really accomplishing anything. And then they are like, oh, 1 year is gone. Okay. And it's like this, guys, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. And they'll be like, oh, life is just going on. They are passing time. They are not living it actually. So the first habit of right mindset towards success is, you need to understand how time works. And it is only by, you have everybody time taking at the same place, you consume more information to yourself, learn daily, grow daily, you will feel that you have lived a longer life than all the other people. That's how important it is. Okay, that's how you need to hack time. What you need to do for that, as part of this program, we are going to talk a lot of techniques which we can install. And let me tell you, friends, if we really apply all those techniques, uske baad you will not find time to waste. Okay, you will find ki, "Arey yaar, rather than wasting time, let me do this," because you will experience life more closely. That's first main checkpoint to understand the notion of time. It ticks at the same place for everybody, but how many thoughts or memories you develop in that time, that will result whether you have lived a long life or a short life. On paper, 80 years, but you can experience maybe double the time as well. Okay, and all the great successful people do that. They involve so much, and they are able to live a very happy and satisfying life. That's the first point. Understand, don't waste your time away, engage more with your life, you will find value. Okay, now the second point. Okay, clear, guys? Engage more, learn more, grow more. The same time you will experience differently, others will struggle with that. Okay, so that's what first statement. Now second, now this is important, guys, everybody. Okay, all the working professionals plus those who are not working right now, because we all will get into the industry. Understand this second very important thing. Okay, okay, let's say what happens. You are very excited to work, you got a job, you are into some very great position in the company. Now you are all in to put hard work and efforts. Okay, you put everything, and let's say 1 year goes by, and now it's the time for appraisals, bonus hikes. And let's say something happened, like 2 years ago, COVID times came. Many of the companies were not giving good hikes. Okay, they were zero, like zero also happened. Okay, no hikes happened for some company. Some companies were laying off at that time. Different phases can happen. Okay, or sometimes, let's say market is all good, you put your efforts, everything you did, but due to whatever reasons, your manager did not justify and did not give you the hike. I had a few friends, they are like, "Arey, itna sab kiya," manager said ki bhai, negative negative rating, and they gave him zero bonus and zero hike. And the manager said, "This is how it is." Now you need to understand, okay, how a human psychology works. We all have our ego, and which backfires on us. So what happens to the people? They have put in efforts, they are not rewarded due to external circumstances. You put your efforts, you're not rewarded due to external circumstances. Here you become emotional, you take your ego along with you, and then there is some pride hiding inside every human being. I'm not saying it's wrong, but this is how we are. We are human beings, emotional beings. So we have all of this drama. Now what happens? We need to think clean here. Then what we think, "Arey, I put so much effort. They did not give me appreciation or recognition in the form of benefits and rewards." Now you start comparing. There are other members in the team. They are not working that much hard, and they are also getting the same reward. Automatically, you try to interpret, why should I work so hard? This happens. And I want basically to break this thing which is going on in the mind of people. Now what happens is, let's say you say, "I don't want to put efforts." Okay, and there are people in the industry, they intentionally lower their efforts. Even when people say, "Then we will do something anyways, month end mein salary is coming now." There are such kind of people already there in the industry. Now what happens, life is very fair and square, life is very justifiable. Okay, and I, being a manager of 40 team members, leading 40 team, what happens is, somehow psychologically we know who are the people who are genuinely putting efforts, and who are the people who are just passing time by. Okay, somewhere it's human, it's natural, common sense. Looking at people, you can understand who are really committed, who are not. Now let me tell you what happens. When I see that somebody is committed, want to do it, whenever an opportunity of growth comes, I run to these people, because I know they are hungry for more and they want to give their best. So new challenges, new opportunities will be created for these people who are putting efforts. Okay, now whatever happened to you, you stop putting effort. Let me tell you, behind the screen, opportunities are going away from you already. And this is how a human being is. If you face challenge, you will become better. If you expose to new complexity, you will learn something in that, you will become better. Now what happened is, because first you were not rewarded, you lowered your effort. And after lowering your effort, opportunities were not given to you. Somehow it will naturally happen. We are, people understand. You know that this guy is not going to do it, so you don't even give opportunity to that person. And because you are not getting these opportunities, you are not further getting chance to grow. And now what is going to happen, guys? Without growth, without knowledge, the same company will not even reward you next time. And the worst is, even if you try to go in the market, there also somehow, even if you hack the interview, there also you will do the same thing and the same destiny. People will not keep rewarding you forward, forward, forward. Even though, let's say, you do something and get a bigger hikes, but if your knowledge is not justifying that money which you're drawing, layoff may, you will be the first people to be targeted also. Just understand what has happened. A cycle is formed here. You put your efforts, company did not justify, you lower your effort. You lower your effort, your growth stops. Now, because your growth stopped, company will not justify, and even next company will also not justify. Now, who is the person on the losing side here? Companies will never lose. Companies will never lose. They will be like, okay, this guy is really creating a lot of drama and a lot of people are being affected. Company will say, okay, we don't want you, please continue, go for a job somewhere else, we want to hire somebody else. And it's a market open with a lot of people. Another right candidate hungry for knowledge will come and he will do best job there. Let me tell you guys, there were some people in my team, 40 members. I had a lot of experiences, not really committed, causing problems and all. You know, luck bolo, whatever bolo. Once these people moved out of the system, as replacement, the other guys that came, those were really gems. They were like, I was like, wow. मतलब वो बंदे की जगह पे I got this star, and that's how happy I am. That's how happy the company is. So you need to know, with your ego in the way, you might think you will damage companies. You will never be able to do that. The only person at loss in this cycle, I don't want to put efforts. The only person at loss is you. Why? Because forget about current company, next company will also not justify, because your knowledge never grew. And that's what I want you to understand as a corporate mindset. All throughout your life, you work only for yourself. You don't work for your companies, you don't work for your projects. You work only for yourself, and it's directly proportional. As long as you do challenging work, growing work, you will grow. And as soon as you stop doing it, you will not grow. And you need to understand, your growth or not growth will reward you either in the current company, next company, or wherever you are. So your growth is in your hands. Don't stop putting efforts because of external circumstances, because in a long run, you will be always on the losing side, because new companies will also not give you the right opportunities. Okay, understanding? There are a lot of people, they might manipulate your mind when you're in corporate industry. Okay, देखो, from my perspective, if you're not happy, you change your job. But don't draw conclusion, I don't want to put efforts, because you are the only person at loss there. The more time you don't put effort, you will not grow and you will never be rewarded. So remember, the second corporate learning is all throughout your life, whether you get paid or not, rewarded or not, you have to give your best shot at whatever you do, because you only work for yourself. That's it. Now what happens is, when you work for yourself, it becomes your personal mission. Your project should succeed. So I don't want my project to succeed because my manager wants it to succeed or the company wants it to succeed. I want it to succeed because I want it to succeed. Because that's my work, that's my responsibility. When you take this ownership of life, companies will be like, hey, we want this person. And then they will reward you. And no matter where you go, you will always be rewarded in life because you never worked for that company, that manager. You always work. If whatever I do, I give my best and I will do everything perfect. That's what understand. The right mindset is you always work for yourself. You don't work for your companies, for your managers, for nobody. And if you don't put your efforts, you will not be rewarded in life. Forget about the current job. In life, you will not be rewarded because more opportunities will not come to you. And when challenges come, you will anyways be not prepared for it because you have not put in your efforts. Clear? Absorb karo. It might make some of you guys uncomfortable, but that's the truth. Okay, if you're unhappy, change the job, that's fine, but lowering your efforts is not the solution. Doesn't matter at what stage of your career you are, even including me, 12 years experience or even 20 years experience I cannot lower my effort, that will backfire on me. Okay, so that's the second learning for today. The first learning, time, grasp more knowledge so that same time you can experience more. And once you master this time, you can basically accumulate and live a very long life, psychologically at least. Okay, the second is all throughout your life you work only for yourself. That's it. Don't come up with any excuses. Okay, fine. Now the third thing. Okay, third important, guys, this is also going to be an eye-opener for some of you guys. Interesting facts. You need to really understand how the world works. Okay, देखो, right now the world is having थोड़ी देर के लिए keep outside your thought process. Just listen. Okay, don't judge, just listen, because I want you all to succeed and I am trying to tell you how you should think in order to succeed. Don't try to push in something else के यार तो क्या करवाना चाहता. Keep it aside, keep it narrow, clean. ठीक है. The world is right now having a system in place which is working very beautifully, and that's the working model of the world. Monday to Friday, 10 to 7. Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Different industries, different patterns, but there is a world. Just imagine how this world would have evolved. Initially upon hunting karte the, farming karte the, and we used to eat like that. And then slowly, steadily over centuries, here we are available where working is a part of our life. Okay. And now somebody very smart people designed the system. Monday to Friday, 10 to 7. Dekho guys, the system has been running since ages now, long time, and it's giving results to the world. Business is stable, everything is stable. Okay, I want to tell you a few important facts. At least whatever 12 years of experience I have with that itself, what happens is, even for running a team of 40 members, 40 members, that small team compared to like 7.5 billion people. Okay, world ka system banana is something, but for me to run the project successfully, I work with my team members for building small systems, small processes. This we will do like this we will do like this. Nothing but a system has to be created for this project to run successfully. Okay, and I, along with some of the good guys of my team, brainstorm together to build this system, and then results come. Like that, somebody many decades or centuries ago built the system for the world where we are all working. Okay, बहुत smart the, whoever, I don't know who developed that, but smart people. Now I want to tell you, when the system is built, you need to understand, in the world or in your companies, there will be 3 types of people. One, who are very great, belonging into the top 20% people of success layer. Second will be average. Third will be low performers. You need to understand that any system, when it is built only to extract around 70% of the output. Nothing but bad performers, it will push to perform better. Average performers, it will push to perform some more better. But you need to understand, if you want great success in your life, You are not average, you are not a low performer. You need to belong in the top 20% people of the world. And guys, these guys के लिए this Monday to Friday 10 to 7 system is not going to be enough for growth. So I really want you to open up your mind. Okay, if you end up in the IT industry due to whatever reasons and thinking, okay, I will work only Monday to Friday, 10 to 7 for my corporate growth. If this is the attitude you carry all throughout your life, you might put your best efforts, but unfortunately, you will always be better than average. You will never become great. Your life results will not be great. You will always struggle because you followed a system which never results in greatness. Understand? The system maximum output will be 70%, 75%, but it will never take you to the extreme success which great people achieve. And you need to understand why every human being is capable to achieve that greatness. Somehow, this world has hacked to people so that they perform only at average levels. Okay, if you really explore, there are a lot of research available on internet. The world is evolving, but why is the schooling system not changing? And then people are like, intentionally, they are not really teaching the right thing to the children. They want that the children grow and become the working economy of the world, nothing but belong in this average layer so that they can keep working. Understand, the systems which are running in the world by default is not for the top 20%. And that's the reason majority of the world stays average, because the systems are not designed for greatness. Capability everybody has, output systems are not available in the world, which unfortunately you, me, everybody follows. Now, if the world has not given us that system, it becomes our responsibility to find it and make it work for yourself, because capability is there. We all have smart minds. Now, what I want to just tell you, Ki, in order to become successful, it will ask you to go beyond and break these boundaries. First of all, these boundaries is for average. And if you want to grow in your life, you need to break it and think broader. You need to think, you have 7 days of the week, you have 24 hours of the day, you have career to be done and a lot of other things to be done. How do you strike the right balance? Don't follow the system of the world. It will not take you towards greatness. You need to break and do other things. And if you don't really master it, someday in your life, now problem will definitely come. Now, how do you break it? Okay, simple stuff. When you are performing, let's say 8 hours a day, simple. We have 24 hours in every day. 8 hours you are at work. We have 16 more hours. If somehow you can engage more 6 to 8 hours in the right manner of growth, mindset, health, everything. So let's say 8 hours is sleep, 8 hours is work, rest 8 hours you have. Let's say in travel and all the time pass and food and everything, you minus a couple of hours there, you will still have like 5-6 hours. Okay, every day, even if you don't want to do anything, you will get 5 to 6 hours extra, which right now is just going here and there. Some people might utilize 1 hour out of it, apart from your working time. Some people might utilize 2 hours, but you need to understand, if these 5 hours you can utilize best possible manner in learning, growing, thinking, analyzing, getting better, that's where the difference will matter between successful and non-successful. Plus, on top of that, you get 48 hours over weekends. It's not required to just enjoy all 48 hours. There also you can do something meaningful. At least weekends, if you can spend 3 hours, let's say Saturday 3 hours, Sunday 3 hours, 3 hours, nothing. 5 hours if you spend, guys, you need to understand, nobody is making it mandatory for you. That's where you feel like it's my freedom. Basically, you're trapping your own self. You need to design your own system for success. Not like कि भाई दुनिया ने मेरे को Monday to Friday लॉक किया ना, वीकेंड में I will be free. It doesn't work like that. Your mind is locked. It is thinking the way the world wants it to think. And the world wants you to go out over weekends and spend all your money in restaurants, movies, and everywhere, and all the areas to enjoy. And that's where they will get more business out of you, because they know that Monday to Friday, these guys work, they earn, they should come and they should give back, and then waste your life away. And guys, nobody in the world will be waiting after 30 years, 40 years to look back in your life, okay, what is happening. Everybody would have snatched everything out of you, and you will be dependent on your family, you will be dependent on your pension plans, and in the end, all will stay middle class and mediocre. And that's a problem. Not able to manage your life properly, not able to plan your financials properly, not able to manage your 7 days properly will have long-term consequences. It is happening to 80% of the world. You look at in your own families, in your previous generations, what are they doing? How are things going? Look what people do after 50s, 60s. You will realize the world is not working the way it is supposed to be. It is going mediocre. And it is your choice whether you want to be as part of the same crowd, or you want to raise your neck with confidence. I will do something different. I don't want to be part of a crowd. I will do something different. I will work my best, and I will utilize this 5 additional hours you have. 5 additional hours every single day you have. The question is, what will you do in that? And that's where your greatness will be. 5 घंटा किसको बोलते हैं? And now you have to figure out what are you going to do as part of this. Okay, and as part of this coming entire program, we are going to take these topics and implement it. But now with this third point, I would like to stop with the third point. 10 to 7, Monday to Friday, if you follow, the end result is a mediocre life. That's it. After 30 years, 40 years, you'll realize you don't have funds, you don't have backups. बहुत एकदम cut to cut चल रही है life. You might have your homes, you might put something on rent, you might take it, but that's not greatness. Greatness is like everything. Okay, so just understand that's what it is. Now you have 5 additional hours apart from your working hours. What you do about that? And let's just multiply it. Yeah, 5 days a week, 5 hours is a lot of time. Even if 1-2 days you don't want to put efforts, that's also fine. But at least 3 days put effort. Over weekends, make at least 10 hours count, 6 hours count. Kuch to karo, don't waste it. That's what comes the first topic. Time is everything, and everybody has it. We don't utilize it. That's the problem. Okay? Understanding, right? And remember it. Why? Because there are a lot of crazy people giving crazy ideas. Ki bhai, work-life balance chahiye. Why should I keep working all throughout? You need to get the right mindset. What exactly needs to be done? Don't get into this trap. Get it. You always work for only yourself. Get this thing. 10 to 7 is for not going to give you results. You need to go beyond. And you're not doing it for somebody else. You're doing it for yourself. And have family time. I'm not saying uspe cut karna hai, but balance it, man. You have to organize your life when you want to spend time, with whom you want to spend time, and how you want to spend time. And let me tell you, if at work you're frustrated, you come back saying work-life balance, you come home, you will still be frustrated. If one part of your life is affected, every of your part will be affected. If you're happy at work, at home, you will be happy. That's what life is. It's 24 hours and it's just you. You cannot compartmentalize it. Work alag hai, life alag hai. It's all merged. If something is going wrong in my project, my entire day gets bothered because of that. And I need to fix it. So I want all you guys to think really in a broader sense. Don't get trapped into all these myths of the world, because not much applies. You need to break it and you need to change it. Okay? Okay. That's the third point. Okay. Now, moving on even forward with it. Okay. This is again just a continuation. It's all linked together. Successful people of the world do 3 things. They work hard, they work smart, and they work long. Okay. Again, there are myths available in the world. Hard work versus smart work, and they are like gada kaam nahi karenge. We will run intelligence. All those things available. You need to strike the right balance. Those who become extremely successful, they are one of the hardest working people, and at the same time, they are the smartest working people. You take these names, all the big giants, all the CEOs of big companies, all of them, you will realize are very hard working, very smart working, and at the same time, they work a lot of long hours also. Anything you reduce, basically, you will belong into the average category. Again, I'm telling you, these all things are for experts to become expert in your life. You have to be smart and you have to work the best out of yourself. And at the same time, you have to work long hours also. Why? Because it is all the same. 10 to 7 is not going to apply for growth. You have like 12 hours, 14 hours, 15 hours of work you can put in. Those who put that, their growth will be far faster than the other people. That's it. Whatever you do, whatever efforts you put in, results of life will be accordingly. So don't blame it on others. Ki, why should I work hard? Why is this guy asking me to work hard? Nahi karna hai. Nahi karna hai. So then that there is an average life already. The world has created a template for average. And that will anyways be default applicable for you because it's applicable for majority of the people on the planet. You need to create your curve. Okay, how this dent will happen? So simple. Work hard, work smart, and work long. Okay. Now let me tell this other aspect. Okay, because अभी तक सब चल रहा है बहुत काम करो बहुत काम करो बहुत काम करो. Let me tell you this other aspect. Okay, a life without fun and entertainment is not worth living. I want to really give you the right equation. In the end, you want to be happy, right? You will realize that happiness, satisfaction, and all those things will happen if you spend time with the people that you care for. It would be your family, your friends, your relationships. That is the only time you will cherish and you will feel like you're living your life properly. When you're with your families, with your friends, nothing but emotions, relationships. That's where you will find, okay, wow, this is life. Okay. You might say anything else, but in the end, when you're with your people, you feel more good. And guys, people are so much busy in the current time, ke bhagna hai, growth, success, and all, and they are neglecting the most important thing which really matters. Ask this question to yourself, okay? Genuinely ask it right now, everybody. Let's say, unfortunate thing, but let's say if you are going to die tomorrow, okay, everybody come for 9th session, okay? So nobody dies tomorrow. Okay, but just imagine a thought. If we are going to die tomorrow, sometimes when I think about this, agar tomorrow I'm going to die, with whom and what I will do basically with my today? And if I answer to myself honestly, I don't want success, I don't want money, I don't want anything. I just want to be with the people that I love, that I care. That's it. And I don't want to do anything, maybe. I'll just sit with them and just talk or just have food. And that's it. That's how life in the end boils down to spending time with the people that you care for. Now, you need to understand in this busyness of life, the mindset, great successful people know that these things are very important as well. So I would like to tell you, do the things which really makes you satisfying. Every week, the way you plan for your growth, learning new skills, learning more, growing more, corporate strategies, everything at the same time, every week, spend time with the people that you care for. Go out, hang out, maybe food, maybe some parties somewhere, make some time or travel with them once in a while, very frequently. Maybe every 2 months, guys, we have a lot of time. That's what I'm trying to say. Every weekend, we get 2 days. If you take half of a day on a Friday, you get 2.5 days. It's a lot of time. कभी long weekend आ गया, 3 days मिलता है guys. 3 days is a lot of time. I really want you, if you know how to manage your time properly, you will not miss out on anything out of life. 2 दिन निकल लो बाहर उनके साथ. You will realize every month, if you target every month 1 weekend, I want to go outside with my people. That will give you energy to even attack more on your life. So when you are at work and growth, you are full-fledged there, and then you are enjoying your life with the people that really matter. Not like addiction and time waste and all those clubs wala life. I'm saying actual genuine happiness of life with your people. Okay, so you need to take some time out, travel with them, have food with them, have laughter with them, because that will satisfy. And when you strike this right balance between the two, hard work, growth oriented mindset, trying to become the best of the world in the 20%, at the same time taking your people along with you, having special moments along with them, when you balance this, that's what you strike the right balance of success in life and have everything. And if you don't know, and if you cannot organize your time one by one, all of these things will fall apart. You will start realizing relationships will start getting like affected. You will not be able to give genuine time to each other. That will become bothering. Okay, it will become detached. And when that becomes detached, something in your heart breaks. And when you perform at work, that will also not function properly. That means if you are not in control of your life, what you want to do, what you not want to do, how you spend time, how you don't spend time, if you are not in control, slowly and steadily, everything will fall apart. Life will break down in front of your own eyes, and then you will be like, why all this thing is happening to me? Why there is so much pain? How do I overcome? The thing is, you need to hold life by the hand, and then you decide, I will wake up today, I will do this thing today, I will do that thing today. How can life backfire? It will not, if you hold life by its neck. And that's what great successful people sit on the driving seat of their life, and they navigate it. They are not like the world has given a system and they go. They are not like, okay, whenever the wind comes like that, they go. They know, they think, they analyze, and then they drive their life. And that is when you master time, and when you think evolved, not mediocre, not average. When you think about your life, what you're doing, that's where your growth will come, not otherwise. Okay? So all the things that we listen today, I want you all to process it. Okay, everything, just process it, because this can become your template for living a life for the next 50 years. That is the difference between the top people of the world versus the rest. And if you want to belong great, you cannot think mediocre. As simple as that. And you need to do what's required to be done. Okay, and keep coming. Okay, next few sessions, maybe we are even going to know more techniques by which how you evolve this mind, and a lot of things will happen. And tomorrow is the 5th day of our program. Week 1 ka 5th day hai. Okay, so as part of that, we are going to again speak about some corporate techniques and all. There are a lot to be discussed, like 12 years of experience. There is a lot to be shared. But the point is, are you willing to really change yourself? And guys, change is required. Like, itna nonsense on social media. People say like, you should not change, let the world change for you. Arey, what nonsense. If you are bad in your life, if you have problems in your life, you cannot change. You have to change. You need to evolve. You need to become better. You cannot stay the same all throughout your life, because nobody is perfect. If you stay the same, you are basically staying behind in your life. So you need to grow. You need to understand what are your weaknesses, what are your limitations, how do you become better. Don't stay in this mindset that I am perfect, because nobody is. There is always something to be made improved, to be made better. Find that. Stand in front of a mirror and be honest to yourself. What are you good at? What are you bad at? And how do you want to overcome it? How are you spending your time? Thoda ask pinpointing questions. And are you serious about your life, or are you just passing by? What will you do in 20 years from now, 30 years from now? What will your children look into your eyes and ask ki bhai kya kar rahe ho life se? And when you give pressure to them ki bhai you succeed, they will be like, why you did not succeed when you had time? All these questions will come in front of your eyes. You need to start questioning yourself, because you can do it. Don't give pressure to other people for your success. It is your life and you need to drive. You can change the way society is working for you. You can define your own way of living. Let the society follow whatever they want to follow. You can break it. A human being is given that power to think and make decisions. Okay? So don't be a pet of the world, because they will drive you the way they want it. Okay? So at least if we 28 people right now, if we can create some change into our lives, let me tell you, with you 28, your families will change. And that is a very big thing. The 5 people, 10 people that you work with, they will think different because you thought different about the world. And you never know, in that further, the world will start changing. At least some of the lives will start becoming better and break this all myth. Okay, and it is not going to happen in one day session. It will happen with mind rewiring on a daily basis, changing your belief system about life, changing your approach towards life on a regular basis. Okay, so fine, that's it for today. I'll be sharing the attendance. Quickly mark the attendance for today, guys, and it is the 4th day. Okay, so day 4, I'll give the attendance code as well. You can bookmark this link on a regular basis. Okay, and try to digest everything that I said. And everything I said, I truly believe, and I know this is what is matters. Okay, so I don't want you all to suffer in life because of whatever nonsense is available on internet and the world. There are excuse giving people. They do a lot of things, and which is problematic. Okay, so code for today is 5555, and this is the attendance link. Paste it. So chalo everyone. And I will put these statements. Okay, YouTube link is already available. So somebody today was reaching out to me saying, okay, I want to re-go through the session. Now this is powerful. Okay, somebody said I did the 9 to 10 session, but again I want to revise so that I can really have, people want to put effort to grow. Okay, so the session is already available. This is already live stream. So immediately after the session, you can go to the YouTube. It is available there. Go through it again, rewire it, brainwash yourself, your thinking. Okay, and I'll paste this 5 or 6 key again there. But you need to understand, by absorbing and implementing in the life will bring results. Okay. Okay. And make a commitment to yourself. Here, एक ही life मिली है, and that's it. There's no second chance. Okay, and even if the world might say कि पुनर्जन्म होने वाला है, you will not remember anything what you did this time, right? So whatever your belief system is, this is the life that you know. So make the most of it. Okay, so ek din, everything will be gone, and then you will feel like, I should have done something better with my life. And that's a problem, because like भूत बन के कुछ बेटर करने का देखोगे तो लोगों को डरा दोगे यार. डोंट डू दैट. निकल लिए तो निकल लो. डोंट कम बैक कि भाई ये रह गया मेरा लाइफ में. दैट इज देयर. So while you are alive, make your time count, guys. And life is very beautiful if you engage yourself in meaningful items. Okay, so that's what it is. Learning, growing, doing what you love, following your passion, spending time with your people. If you make health and all of these things as priority, life is very wonderful. You travel, you experience new people, new cultures, you grow at the same time. You learn, you try to upgrade your skills. Her level pe, stay one level better, you will enjoy life more. Okay, so chalo, all the people mark the attendance right now. What do I see? How many of you have closed it? A second. 5555. Okay, so we have Akhila, Afsar, Shenu, Nigar, Krishna, Preetam, Siddeshwar, Alok, Mayur, Sunita, Dibesh, Nakul, Durgesh, Chetan, Subhara, Shravan, Asmita, Alam, Lakshmi, Amulya, Krishna, Shruti, Krishna, Achal, Srinivas, Sakshi, Harshali. Okay, good to have all you guys. Very consistent. Many of you have completed your fourth day. Some of you have done less, but make it happen. Week 1 to week 2 filter is going to be 4 out of 5, and we will continue. Week 2 will all focus on productively getting the work done. Less time, more results. All the techniques we are going to practically do it. Less time, more results. Okay. So thank you all and have a nice smile, and see you guys in the top 20% of the world, because I will be there. So see you guys all together there. Yeah. Thank you all. Bye bye. Take care.